Lucy, I live in Linfield and we've been in this house for just over 15 years now. So we did look at moving last year, but that didn't really work out. So we decided we loved where we lived and we just needed our house to work better for us. We were a little bit stuck on ideas, so we really needed a new, fresh pair of eyes, a creative brain that could give us some suggestions. So that's where Emma, Buchan Studios, came in. We were recommended Emma by a friend, so glad we were. So some of the problems we had with our house is that we'd previously extended and we'd gone out sideways and also up to a loft conversion. But the space that we had, particularly a downstairs spare bedroom, just wasn't big enough. So it ended up being a waste of space, a bit of a junk room, and something that we just didn't use. Another problem we had is we had an existing utility room, but it was, again, just too small. A great idea that Emma had is just to extend that by, I think it was a couple of feet in the end, and that meant we could work out, and she very cleverly planned out how we were going to have our clothes horse, our washing machine, our tumble dryer, so everything now can just be stored away in there, out of the way, and it's just perfect. So a suggestion that Emma had when she came round to look at our space before we had any of the work done is to actually flip our layout around. She knew we wanted open plan living, and she knew that we wanted to use our space more because we had a dining room that we previously just didn't use. So she suggested flipping it around, putting the dining room at the back of the house so we could make the most of the views onto the garden. It's just a great space now for the family, and we spend lots of time in the kitchen. But then we also use our new living room at the front of the house. So that was a great suggestion and something that we decided to go ahead with. So my favourite thing about working with Emma is that we never felt under any sort of time pressure. She came to each meeting with plenty of time. She was never rushing around for anything. She listened to what we had to say. Everything was just really relaxed, and we felt valued as her clients. Funnily enough, my favourite part of the design is the utility room, because previously that just didn't work for us, and it's transformed my life to have somewhere to shut my laundry out of the way. Also, another part of the design that I really liked and Emma suggested was how we remodelled the front of our house. So she suggested we borrow some space from quite a big hallway that we have, just to make sure that that front bedroom worked and we got every inch of space that we could utilise. So Emma was fantastic to work with. Our first meeting went really well. That's why we decided to go with Emma. She was very patient. She listened to our views about what we wanted out of the house, but then came up with some of her own suggestions, and that was really her creative thinking. So yeah, I really recommend her.